Alright, hey everybody, and welcome to my second vlog for the assignment. I did have something recorded a bit earlier today, so I'll show that now. This is the frame right here. Here's the reed. You can kind of hear it a little bit. With your forefinger. Alright, here's Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen. But as you can see, the footage is super blurry and it just didn't really work out the way that I wanted it to. It was still really fun getting to learn to play the jaw harp, but you know, sometimes life just turns out like that. So I decided I would make a second video. This is a tarot deck. For those that don't know, I love like witchcraft sort of things and doing just fun stuff like that. So I figured, you know, I've been using this to pass my time, just sort of during the thing that's going on. Yeah, I'm gonna do a reading of them. So my question that I'm gonna ask, because I think it's kind of topical as I'm close to graduating, is where am I likely to be in 10 years time? So how I read tarots is the typical 3-card spread. So that's one card is past, one card is present, one card is the future, and it's just sort of a guideline of, like, not of your life or of the future per se, but it's just finding meaning in the cards and or assigning meaning to them. So it's a really personal experience for people. I enjoy it just because it's, you know, it's a fun thing just to kind of take your mind off of it. Even if the outcome is bad, you know, that's just what the cards are saying in the current moment. So you don't necessarily need to, like, you should take their warning, but you don't need to, like, act as if that's the be-all, end-all, because it isn't. That's just one potential outcome or possibility, and you can still change your fate and all of that stuff. So, yeah, what I'm doing right now is I'm shuffling the cards and thinking, where am I likely to be in 10 years? Because when you're doing a self-reading or a reading for somebody else, you want to focus all of your energy onto that question, and you just shuffle them until it feels right. So it's sort of like it's a symbiotic relationship which a reader can have with their deck. There is a superstition that, like, your deck needs to be gifted to you. I personally don't believe that, mainly because no one's gifted me one. But because I bought both of mine, but I can still have that connection with them. And I got the Homestuck deck because I really enjoyed that webcomic, and the artist's interpretations of the different tarot cards is super cool. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. I'm still just focusing. I don't feel like I'm ready to read yet, but if you have any questions about tarot, just feel free to ask them down below, or like if you want me to do a reading for you. Typically people, like, sometimes they need to put their energy into the cards, but if you're just sending it out into the atmosphere and all that, you know, fun stuff. I don't know, it's I like it. My friends like it, the ones that are also into the witchcraft stuff. So yeah, I think I'm ready to read. Where am I likely to be in 10 years? So my deck has been sufficiently shuffled. I've put the energy of the question into it. Now I'm going to cut it in thirds and just put them back in whatever order I feel. And then I'm just going to shuffle it one more time. Okay, I'm going to just switch the camera angle so that we can see the cards. Alright, so I just kind of like to go through it one by one. So we are going to look at them and see what they are and decipher. So the first one is the 10 of Pentacles. So let's see what the 10 of Pentacles means. So this card is about a fortune to be passed on to future generations. whether it's emotional or monetary. So like in this case, I could interpret that as, that's the past couple years, gaining knowledge from going to school and all that. Doesn't necessarily have to be that, but people assign meanings. Next one is Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is represented there by Jane. Oh yeah, and the Ten of Pentacles is Dave. Two of Pentacles is juggling several options in order to cover one's bases. So the person hasn't found a permanent solution, but has bought themselves more time to do so. So it's the success of a temporary solution, which isn't necessarily the greatest, but like, it's something. In this case, having gone through DMP, there's so many doors sort of open and a lot of areas to explore, and I honestly don't know what I really want to do with my career yet, so, no permanent solution yet, but that's okay. And then this, ignore that. This last one is the Four of Swords, that is Aradia and Solix. Four of Swords, one of the most peaceful cards. Four Swords. The Four Swords indicates stillness and stability in communications. The subject may now have time to clear their heads and take advice on how to move forward. So where do I see myself in 10 years? The way that I'm interpreting these cards is like, there was a great event which happened in the past, and right now, because of that, there's a lot of options to sort of explore. And over these next 10 years, I'll just find my own inner peace. I don't know, that's how I interpret them. Like I said, with everybody else, it's different. The biggest thing when you're reading tarot cards, I guess, is just know the meanings. Always have a guidebook on hand just in case, and don't take it literally. Some people do it for fun, some people do it seriously. I would say take the cards as they are and accept your lot that you're given. If you don't like it, find ways to change it. That's all that I have for now. Thank you for watching, and have a great week. I'll see you next week.